Hi, this is Miss Torres, and I'm going to read the nonfiction story, A Feast of the Senses. As we read this story, I want you to think, how can your senses help you prepare a feast? The kitchen is one of the most popular rooms in any home. This is because the smells, sights, and sounds from a kitchen tell us what we are about to eat. In many cultures, people celebrate special events with a feast. It can take days to prepare all of the food. Many people start learning to cook at a young age. They use all 5 of their senses: smell, touch, sight, hearing, and taste to become good cooks. Learning to cook takes some practice. Get ready for a feast of the senses. Which sense do you think we will use first? When you cook, your sense of smell is very important. Good cooks smell different spices, such as pepper and cinnamon, to figure out what flavors go together best. Your sense of smell and touch tell you when food is fresh. When you shop for a fruit or vegetable, you smell it and feel it to make sure that it is ripe. For instance, if a lime is too hard, it is not ripe enough. If it is very soft, it is probably too ripe. If it smells fresh and feels firm, you will want to buy it. Your sense of touch tells you when food is ready to be put in the oven. As you can see, a woman is making bread for the feast. As she works the dough with her hands, it feels tough and lumpy at first. Then, after she kneads it more, it feels soft and smooth. Her sense of touch tells her that the bread is ready to bake. Sizzle! Fresh onions are poured into a hot frying pan. Blub, blub, blub. A pot of soup simmers on the stove. Ding! The oven timer goes off. Cooks are always using their sense of hearing. Different sounds tell them what is happening to the food as it cooks. The sound of cooking also tells the cook when to begin the next step in the recipe. When the sizzle of the onions turns into a soft hiss, the onions are cooked. Sight is another helpful sense in the kitchen. Raw onions are white or yellow, while cooked onions are clear. Sight is also very helpful to bakers. For an example, when a baker looks in the oven, she can see that the dough has risen and turned brown. The bread is finished baking. Your 5 senses give you information about your cooking all the time. All you have to do is pay attention. Now it's time for the sense you have probably been waiting for: taste. After all, eating is all about enjoying the taste of food, right? Here's a special secret about cooking. When you prepare a feast, you get to taste the meal along the way. Cooks use their sense of taste to test the flavors of the foods as they cook. That way, they can add more spices, cook a dish for a bit longer, or make other changes to the recipe. Finally, it's time for the feast to begin. The guests are hungry. They are eager to explore all the different kinds of food. If the cooks used all of their senses well in the kitchen, everyone will be happy. Now you are going to practice your reading comprehension skills by retelling the story using the pictures to tell what you see. Feel free to pause the video to answer the questions and then press play when you are ready to move on to the next one. Card 1. Where are these people? What are they doing? How do you think they feel? Card 2. What is in these pictures? How do you think the foods will be used? Card 3. How do you think the bread smells? Card 4. What are the people doing? Which senses do you think they are using? Thanks for watching A Feast of the Senses.